My name is Dave Mason, and I'm a teacher here at Avondale High School. I was born and raised in Detroit till the end of my middle school career, and it shaped me in some really unique ways. To this day, I love the city of Detroit. Going downtown was a special treat. We were the only white family that I knew of the entire time that we lived there, and that wasn't strange to me because that's how I was born and raised. I knew we were white and I knew they were black, but those were my friends. And we hung out, we did everything together, we did life together through middle school. So when they would come to visit me, the friends that I was making and the friends that I would play with in the suburbs suddenly were not available to play, and parents answered the door instead of the kids who usually answered the door when they saw me coming down the block, or my brother and I coming down the block. So that was eye-opening to me. As my friends from Detroit would explain to me, that's because we're here, that they're not coming out to play. So Detroit shaped me in a lot of ways, in just being open to different cultures, being open to different experiences in life and different backgrounds and just different stories. And that's actually what probably got me so interested in history and in becoming a history teacher. I graduated from Wayne State University with 3 majors in history, English, and it was called Youth Studies, which was like an adolescent sociology and psychology degree. It was fun. But I've been working with students for about 26 years, and it's all about story and the power of story. Their story, my story as I try and relate to their story, and then history, of course, is nothing but stories. And for me to see students insert themselves into that history and to see the relevance of history as they embrace their own stories and see how their story has been impacted by history. And then to move beyond that, to get students agency over their own history by acknowledging that they're making history every day is what I'm passionate about in teaching history. So something I'm asked about quite a bit is my food days. And in case it isn't obvious, I like to eat. I enjoy food of all kinds. And to me, food has always been culture. And food is culture, period. What we eat at our homes and what informs what we eat in the sense of our traditions and our own cultures and our own backgrounds, and then the twists that we put on that from family member to family member over generations is definitely a cultural experience, and it's something at Avondale that I think needs to be celebrated. So I get a lot of questions about the mural in my room. What's it about? Who painted it? And that's pretty cool. This is actually a picture of Pangea, which it's a debunked myth that there was one large landmass in the world until a cataclysmic event, geological event took place and broke up the continents and the countries into what we have today. So it's a reflection of my classrooms, it's a reflection of globalization and how I want to teach. And then the quote is from Arnold Toynbee, who was a business owner, and it's a speech he gave in the 1950s. The competent citizen is certainly not a fool if he insists upon using the compass of history when forced to sail uncharted seas. And he was speaking to other businessmen about the dangers even of capitalism in New York, all right? Which of course we equate hand in hand with the epicenter of capitalism and the stock exchange and all that good stuff. So that's the story behind the mural. It's something interesting to look at. It's something, that's fun to discuss. And this is art that was loaned, all right, and gifted to me from an ex-Avondale student, an Avondale alumni, Ali Vogt, from 2007. Photography was always, it was a passionate hobby for about 16 years. So I guess I can't say always, but for 16 years, it was a passionate hobby of mine. And in 2007, 2008, when the bottom dropped out of the economy, it was an opportunity for me to put all of the gear that I had accumulated in that 16 years to work. And it was just really fun. People have always been a part of my vocational life because it's just something that I enjoy. I enjoy interacting with people on a daily basis.